All right, now that you have your quiz all set up, you've assigned it to Google Classroom, so that's kind of awesome teacher you are. You want to start looking at what those responses are from your students. So when you're on your Google form, it's going to be in the questions section by default. If you go right next to questions, tab to the right that says responses, you click there, and that'll show you the responses for anybody who's taken that quiz. So you have 6 responses so far. This first page, as you can see, is going to show you a summary, give you some nice graphs. What are the trends? What are kids getting right? What are they getting wrong? Greens are right, grays are wrong. So you can see a quick breakdown of who's doing what, percentages, and all that kind of fun stuff there, right? So next one over, if you want to get a little bit deeper on each individual question, you click that. That'll actually break down each question. So if we want to see, okay, which department is the digital learning team a part of? Okay, well, 4 of the 6 got it correct. Awesome. One person left it blank, and looks like one person down here said human resources. And you can just take a look and go into each question by just kind of clicking over there. So question 3, you can say, hey, 5 people got that right. Oh, one person, oh, they replaced Jeremy with Skippy. That's too bad. And you can just get a deeper understanding of what's going on with each individual question. And then that last tab is individual respondents. So you can actually see what they did for the entire quiz. So if you go down, you say, okay, well, these are all taken by me, by the way, but if not, you can actually see their email address if you have it collecting email addresses. And that's also why it's a good idea to have it, the first question being their first name, because you could also find out who it is from there. Since I didn't have that question until after I took the quiz a few times, these ones are blank. But either way, you can see what each person put down as far as their answers are concerned, and just click to the next student, like so. Now, if you do have it set up to where it doesn't release the score automatically, this is where you can go through and release the score. So if I wanted to say, okay, we'll look on that one because Joe is on. That's actually a pretty good answer. So we'll give him those 5 points. Make sure we save that edit. Now he's got a 14 out of 14. Awesome. Release that score back to that young man. And you can either release just the person you're on, or if you're done with everybody at that point, you can release them all. Up to you. Send emails and release, and boom. Now they got that. If you're in Google Classroom, that's when it also populates to the Google Classroom and put it in the Google Classroom gradebook, which you'll learn about in a different module. Hey, there we go. I just got my email release, and so I release it to myself. So that is the quick way to see your responses. Now, if you want to go even deeper with the data, if you've done your Google Sheets training, you'll see up here a little Google Sheets logo. So if you hover over it, it says Create Spreadsheet. If you click there, it'll actually create a spreadsheet that is automatically linked to your Google form. So I have 6 right now. Those 6 will automatically populate. If I have a 7th student come in and take it, it'll automatically populate to that Google Sheet. So if you say create new spreadsheet, it'll always create it. It'll just give it the name of your quiz with parentheses at the end of responses. If you already have a spreadsheet you want it to go to, you can click select existing spreadsheet, and you'll go through your Google Drive and find it. So in this case, I'm going to make a new spreadsheet. Let me dismiss this reminder right here. I'm already doing that. And you can see it's just your classic spreadsheet setup. It'll populate with the timestamp. If you have it set up to collect email addresses, it'll populate with the email address. Since it's a quiz, you'll have your score. And then if you add that first question, if you want that to be the name, you'll have the name, and then their responses to all the different questions. You go through, you can rearrange these however you want. So let's say you did have your first question is, what's their name? Well, you could, if I grab it correctly here, there we go. You can move it to where it's got the name, then the score, if you want to go record those grades in the Tyler or what have you. If you want to sort by score, and we'll get into sheets training a little bit later, but you can sort your sheet A to Z, and it'll automatically show you who's lowest, who's highest. You could sort by last name to just make entering to the grade book better. You could sort by who turned it in, chronological order. So completely up to you however you want to sort that sheet. But just know as time goes on, it'll keep populating automatically. That's the greatest thing about it. So if you only had 7 kids take it so far, 6 kids in this case, and you're eventually going to have all 25 of those students will be on there. You'll just have that data to go through and look at, sort, disaggregate however you would like. So again, that is how to view responses, create a spreadsheet, sort that data, and just go as deep into the information that you want to go to on Google Forms.